Hello and welcome back to New York Gold. Today we're going to try to find out if there's any benefit to an 80% hatch rate when it comes to culturing brine shrimp. I think before we talk about anything else, we got to get through hatch rates. And just because it says 80% hatch rate on the can doesn't mean you're only going to get 80%. A lot of them you can get 85. You can get up to 90% in an 80% hatch rate, just that they can't advertise that because they probably get sued or whatever. Same thing with 90%. 90% is probably like the worst case scenario out of that can. You could probably get up 95, 98% out of that a 90% can, but that's what they advertise. So you can get greater than an 80% hatch rate out of a can of 80% hatch rate brine shrimp. Now, I find when I use eggs that have an 80% hatch rate, it comes with a slower hatch rate, where like a 90%, the time they hatch is all around the same time. And if I get a slower, more drawn out hatch time, I could feed more intervals out of the same batch. Does that make sense? That's right. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I get up and I start a fresh batch of brine shrimp. I do my 4 teaspoons of salt. I do my warm tap water, 1 liter. I put it in, I bubble it, and I put 2 little scoops of eggs. This all depends on how many fish I'm feeding at the time. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. Turn the clock ahead to the next day, 6 o'clock in the morning, nothing yet. I go to work, I come back 4 in the afternoon. I take them out, I put a light on them, and I start to harvest. That's my first feed. A few hours later, say 8 o'clock-ish at night, I take them out, put the light on them, and I'll do my second feed. Now it's the next morning, which is the 2 mornings after, 6 o'clock in the morning. I take them out, I put them on a light, I start a whole new batch. I take the latest one, I feed out of that to the fry. And then in the bottom, that's where all this stuff settles, the eggs, the shells, the dead ones, the live ones, stuff like that. So I'll feed that to the adults. And I'm going to put together an experiment where I feed all that junk in the bottom, the eggs and stuff like that, the unhatched eggs, to adult guppies. And then we're going to analyze their poop through a microscope, and we're going to see how well or how terribly they digest the eggs, and see if, from there. Because a lot of people say, oh, you can't feed the eggs, they'll die and stuff like that. I don't think that's going to happen, but it hasn't happened to me. So we'll take a close look in the poop track, see what's going on. So from when I first start, it's like a 30-ish, 32-hour process to like the first feed right around there. Then a couple of hours, 4 hours later or so. And then another 12 hours to the morning or so. And that's my cycle. Am I getting the max out of the protein content? No, because I'm not harvesting them soon enough, but it's just life. Maybe if I started these at 4 in the afternoon and did it, I would have I don't know. I think that math works. All right, if you guys are doing brine shrimp, or you have a different way or a different method, I'd love to hear it. Or you have any questions, just let me know in the comments or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of people are interested in brine shrimp. I know I am. I don't know why. It's kind of goofy, but a lot of people are intimidated by it for some reason. But once you do it, it's like anything else, like riding a bike, easy peasy. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, stick around. I'll post the guppy poop video with the brine shrimp eggs in it, and we'll see how that works out. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.